What's the weirdest thing you've done to get laid? Accidentally asked a girl on a date that lived 1,000 miles away. I matched her on a dating app while on business, but didn't notice where she was from. We kept talking anyways, and I ended up securing the date. She flew out to see me. We dated long distance for a long while, and then I moved to be closer. We're married now. Chatted a lady online long enough she finally agrees to go out. Tells me I had to pick her up as she trusts her dog to be a judge of men and wants her dog to meet me. No worries. Before I show up I smear some raw hamburger on my shoes. The dog loved me. Easy peasy. I read books about Van Gogh, Gauguin, Cezanne and a few others to impress a girl. Did not get laid, but 25 years later had a blast at the Musée d'Orsay. Totally vindicated. Getting into a cake baking contest. Definitely not the weirdest thing, but I used to have a pretty dumb and kinda slutty friend. Every time she would come over I would run upstairs to my room and pretend I was napping. She would always let herself in and come up to my room and hop in bed to wake me up. I got laid most of the time. I feel like if I was sitting downstairs with my roommates when she came over, it probably wouldn't have happened as often. I pretended to be afraid of flying once on a plane because the woman next to me was hot. Got her number and hooked up with her later. Literally in 2017, I would wear an unpadded bra and put wireless earphones in it to look like hard nipples. My dick has taken me to places I wouldn't go to without a gun. Watched someone's rabbit for the weekend. Not only did I not get laid, they never came back for the rabbit. RIP floppy. Get married. I was young and raised in religion, and there was a girl I was head over heels with, and we got married 6 months after meeting. It was odd and weird to say the least, but more like ignorant and stupid. The marriage lasted less than a year, and I knew her less than 20 months total. Uzunito. Drove from Belgium to Paris to meet a lady from Italy. We both traveled for hours to meet. I read all the Twilight books. I got her and it was super worth it. Worked on myself for 3 years so I can be confident that I can maintain a healthy relationship. Waited outside in my car for 45 minutes for her and her ex to stop fighting and him to leave so I could get in. Followed an entire season of American Idol and sat through movies like Garden State and The Notebook over and over again. You could have asked me anything about that season of American Idol and I could have answered it. She had to miss a couple episodes because she had to work, so I recorded them and gave her a rundown when she would call me on her drive home from work. She'd come over to my place after work and we'd watch the episode I just fully described to her. It's the only season of that show I've seen, and I had never watched a single episode before I met her or after we split up. Had to send her kids to school every Thursday so I can have booty weekends Saturday and Sunday. We were not committed to each other. I was 21, she was 30. It was strictly trading. Lasted for 7 months, then she got married again. Edit. She was and still is my neighbor. Hot girl said solving a Rubik's Cube is so attractive, so I took a whole weekend to learn how to do it. Couldn't wait to show her. When I did at school on Monday she said, "Oh, that's cool." Didn't get any play, but now I can solve a Rubik's Cube in 30 seconds lol. Flew across the country from a warm sunny place to a frozen tundra in the dead of winter. Changed my dress style, stuff I never normally be and never have since.